Hi, good morning. I hope you're having a good day so far today. It is going to be a cleaning day for me. I made a mess of my room last week and I don't know why. I always make a mess because I don't put anything away once I use it, but this week it is like really bad. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of cleaning today. Besides that, I have no idea what else I'll be doing, but I wanted to say good morning and I hope you're having a good day so far. Hi, I'm picking up your toys. Yeah? Hi, baby. I need to put them away, baby. I'm gonna vacuum, okay? It's gonna be noisy. I'm gonna get the vacuuming done, sweet girl. Everything is all clean and it feels so good. I can see the floor and and my desk and the countertop in my bathroom. Now that everything is all cleaned, I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna be doing. I'm thinking about starting the basil seeds. I don't know if that would be a good idea or a bad idea because it's supposed to be pretty stormy later. But I was like, maybe that would be a good idea because then they would get a lot of rain. So I'm going back and forth on that. So if I do that, I'll see you in a second. Otherwise, I will be knitting. This is probably way too much soil for what I'm gonna need, but I'd rather have too much than not enough. But I am going to plant the basil seeds because I think planting them when it's gonna rain is actually gonna be a really good idea. This is the basil type that I'm gonna be planting, and I'm gonna just put a couple of seeds in this little glass jar, I guess, because I don't wanna bring all of them outside. So I'm just gonna do a couple. Very slowly. There you go. That should be sufficient. It's just a few because I feel like they are going to do very well out there. So yeah, I'm going to bring these guys outside and get them planted before hopefully it rains and they get a lot of rain on them and they can start their little seed journey outside. The little container that I was talking about, it's just hanging off of the same thing that the chives and the one that's infested with ants is on. So yeah, this is the one that I was talking about, and I know it doesn't have any bugs because there's no soil. I need both hands here real quick, so I'm gonna get these guys planted. Good luck, little ones. I'll let you know how they do. I'll keep watch on them and see how they do. Honestly, I have no idea, but I hope they're gonna do well. I didn't give them any water at all because there's a severe thunderstorm on the way here shortly, so I'm hoping they will get enough water from that. If not, I will check them tomorrow and give them plenty of water. I know that that container that they're in drains really, really quickly because I have tried growing other plants in there before, and they never got enough water because I didn't realize that that container didn't hold on to the water. So I have to definitely, really keep an eye on those little ones. But I'm hoping that they do well because it would be really cool to have some basil like just start completely from outside and just be an outside container plant. And I'm happy that I remembered I had a container out there because I was kind of really upset about the ants being in that one. Was not good, and I did not want to put the basil in there where ants are. I'm not going to plant the rest of the basil seeds today. I'll get them tomorrow, probably. I could get them today, but I honestly just don't want to right now. I just want to focus on the ones that are outside. So I'll get them tomorrow and have them inside here. And also I realize I only did I don't know how many seeds there were. You can probably count them in the container, but I didn't want to do a ton because they're inside that itty bitty little container, and I know it's going to get very crowded very quickly, so I didn't want to have too many in there. And obviously now I am getting started on the knitting. We are still using the orange yarn today. I think it's going to be orange for quite a while now. Oh, and this is how much soil I have left over that I brought outside. I need to put that back into the main soil container that I have because I did not use all of it. And I also put some of the extra soil in the tomato that didn't have enough. I did not show that. So it now has the proper amount and its roots are all covered again. And hopefully that'll make it a little bit happier again. I am impressed at how well all of the tomatoes are doing, honestly, because they were looking really rough a couple of weeks ago. I did not think any of them were going to make it. So far we have only lost one technically. technically, because one was already gone before I even brought it outside, so technically only one has not made it, which is crazy impressive. There is one that is not looking too good right now, but I think it might be okay. It has one teeny tiny leaf on it, and I don't know if it'll come back or not, but it does have a leaf. So I'm gonna leave it in there and see what it does and see if it comes back. And I am hoping to plant 2, maybe. I'm not gonna do all of them at once because I don't want to, you know, have them not make it. So I'm only gonna do 2 and put them in the garden and see how they do. I would like to try doing that this week if it is not super rainy later on in the week, because I think it's supposed to be rainy all day tomorrow and maybe Wednesday as well, so probably Thursday would be when I get the first chance to do it, but I would really like to get at least 2 of them into the actual earth. And it feels so good in here having everything clean again and put away. I didn't put away the rest of my planting stuff over here. I put most of it away, but I still have some out. All things considered, I got everything else put away. Definitely needed to get cleaned. It was amazing how messy it was this week. I'm starting to hear some thunder. It's really far away, but I'm starting to hear it. Oh, and the little tree that sprouted in with the tomatoes that I moved yesterday. I'm very attached to that little guy. I hope it does well because I do get very attached to plants. And I do get very upset when they don't do well, obviously. But this little one I am very attached to because it landed in the container and it sprouted so easily. It's just one of those things that I wanted to do well, so I'm hoping that it does. So far it's doing well today. It looks pretty much exactly the same as it did yesterday, but Dad thinks that it is a maple tree, and honestly, I don't know if it's a maple tree or not because it's so tiny, but I honestly do hope it is because that would be really pretty. I don't care what kind of tree it is, honestly, because I'm attached to it no matter what type it is. But Dad seems to think that it is a maple tree, and honestly, I am really hoping for that too because it would be really, really pretty. He grabbed a leaf from the type of tree that he thinks it might be. So if you know what kind of tree this is just from the leaf, please let me know. It could be one of 2 kinds, we've decided. It could be a sugar maple tree or I forget what it was. But this is what the leaf looks like from what the little tree could be. I don't know if this helps you at all, but it is definitely a maple tree. That's the other side of the leaf. And like there's a little bit of the stem and everything of it. So if you know what that is, let me know. I just know that it's a maple leaf. I just don't know what kind of tree it is specifically. But yeah, that could be where the seed came from one of those trees. But we have so many different kinds of trees. It's really hard to tell what it is. And I know maple trees do well in winter and summer, so it should be fairly easy to take care of, which is also good because like I said, I'm going to be keeping it in a container. I don't want to put it in the ground. For some reason, I just feel like it needs to be a container plant. So that's what it's gonna be. I don't know for how long that will be possible, but I would like to keep it in there for its entire life. It would be kind of difficult, but I'll try and figure out how to do it. I forgot to give you a plant update that I wanted to today. I will show you tomorrow, so you're gonna have to wait. But my bird of paradise has a new leaf, and it has been working on this leaf for like 2 months now, and it's finally starting to open up. It is the biggest leaf I have ever seen. So on one of my plants, obviously I've seen bigger leaves. Just on one of my plants that I've grown, this is the biggest leaf that I've ever had in my room, and I really want to show you it, but I forgot, and it's not quite open yet all the way anyway, so maybe tomorrow it'll be open up a little bit more. But yeah, it is such a big healthy leaf. It is crazy. And also I wanted to show you my pothos because it looks like she is fully recovered from her new container. I was so worried that she wasn't gonna make it. She got so sad and so stressed. But now she's happy, she has a bunch of new leaves, she's standing up and she's all strong again. So, because she's all happy again, it looks like she is ready to go back home. Her kids up there in the middle, the propagations that I've taken from her, have been holding her place. Probably tomorrow I'll move her, which will be very exciting. And I need to make a little macrame for the ones that are in the center that I just pointed to because they've been enjoying it up there. So I'm planning on putting them there because I'm worried that they would get like too much damage from me walking by on the other spot. I know you wouldn't be able to see them much because they'll be behind me, but they will be there. I am all done, and this is what the blanket row looks like for today. It's the next orange row at the top that is still halfway on the knitting needle. And this is, how far do I have to go back? All the way back here. This is what the blanket looks like for today. It's hard to describe how soft and squishy this blanket is. Hopefully you can like tell through the video, but obviously like you can't like physically touch it. But yeah, this thing is like so soft and squishy. I am loving how it feels. It feels like it's well loved and like I've had it for a very long time, even though it's brand new. But anyway, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm really excited to see how the basil seeds do. And hopefully it will rain here soon for the little ones so they can get some water, because again, I didn't give them any and they definitely need some. I'll get the other ones probably tomorrow along with the pothos. I'll get them taken care of. So that's probably going to be the video tomorrow, is moving a couple of my plants around. I still need to add some more water to the arrow garden. I'll get that in a second after I'm done videoing, because that is going to be... Nope, I'm gonna get it now because that's gonna be very annoying. Hang on one sec. And the fact that I keep forgetting means that I should just get it now when I'm thinking about it. Oops. Kind of overfilled my cup. Here, guys. They need another one. Here you go, little one. Honestly, they could use another one, but that's good enough and close enough for now. But yeah, like I was saying, tomorrow I am planning on getting my main pothos put back in her home up there and her babies, making a macrame so they can hang from either over there or over there. I haven't decided which spot yet. I just worry about the one over there, because it might get like, I might run into it a lot and it might not be the best spot for them, but I don't know. I will figure it out tomorrow. I'll test both of these spots tomorrow because I would prefer them to be over there, but I don't know if it would be the best spot for them. I would have to be very careful when I come in and out of the room, because just out of frame, there is a door right there, and I use that door many times a day. So I feel like I would walk into them a lot, and I don't want to do that. So I will decide tomorrow. I'm just gonna have to test and see how it'll do. But yeah, I am excited to get the main plant back in her home. But anyway, that's what I'm planning on doing for tomorrow, is mostly just like the pothos care and planting the rest of the basil seeds. But for today's video, I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for spending some of your day with me. I really appreciate it, so thank you so much for being here. You don't know how much I am grateful for you for spending some of your time with me. It truly means more than you will ever know. And I hope you had a good day today, no matter what you did. If it was a lot or a little, it does not matter. I just hope you had a good day today, and if you didn't have a good day, I hope you had just a teeny tiny moment that was at least a little bit okay. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna go for today, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you again for spending some of your time with me, and I hope you have a good rest of your day no matter what you do. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. I'll see you later.